So, go. Oh. You have to hold it in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hold it in. Oh, it's actually out of focus. Darn. I mean, it's not going to be on the film, though, so whatever. So here starts my videos about my Bolex. So, today we're going to be loading film. It's the first time I've ever loaded film into the Bolex. I have some Agfachrome 200D color reversal film. Really nice stuff. And I want to see myself loading the film, but I don't want to have any light going into the film itself. So, I've cleared out a little space in my basement, and now it's just big enough to be a dark room. So it occurred to me, I don't have to see it with visible light, because it's only exposed to visible light, and like x-rays and stuff like that. Well, I have a thermal camera that connects to the iPhone. So I taped it to the inside of this welding mask, so I can turn it on, and there's that. I just and there we go. That's what I'll see, which is really freaking cool. So yeah, I'll be seeing with thermal vision. Now, to increase contrast, I've had the film in my pockets. Oh, whoops. Reel in my pocket, so it's warmer. And the Agfachrome 200D in my pants. So these are warmer and should come up and should really stand out. Well, this camera's got to turn off because that exposes light. So, we have the Agfachrome. It's going to get a little bit to get used to because it's only 9 frames per second. That's just the residue, or the heat that heated up the table. So, we have the camera. This is the camera. You can see the reflection of the infrared in the parts. Like we have this reel, which is an empty reel. This goes into the camera on this side. So we'll have the other reel, this one, when we open it up, it'll go onto this side. The film will go down here through this. This is where the lenses and the shutters expose the film. And then the film will go back up here and I'll hook it onto the spool. Now there's these things called loop formers. You can see the reflection of them. There's this little spool right here, or this like film gripper, that these both spin. And that's what pulls the film through. Well, these little cups right here, they're like little guides that whenever you pull this over, like that, see they form? Basically, they form the loop, so then the film goes through, and then whenever you're done, you can undo it, and the film is already looped up perfectly. Well, now I say let's open up the Agfachrome. Which actually might be kind of hard because it's... Never mind. Okay. Okay, so it seems to be in a plastic... It's like a plastic container of some sort. I'll have to see that when I open it. So here is the film, the Agfachrome itself. I feel a sticker on it. Sticker. I'm going to peel it off. Oh! Okay, so I peeled it off the wrong way. I'm going to remove that sticker. I maybe should have done this with gloves, but having a tactile sensation against this is really handy, especially for the first time. I'm going to attempt to insert the film without cutting it first. We'll see how it goes. So I can feel there's 2 tiny little reels right there that I can stick the film through. We should be able to. There we go. I'm going to take this and form the loop. So, the film is going through. Ah, right, that's one thing I had to do. Turn the camera over, grab the arm, and wind it. So I'm winding the camera, winding up its internal spring. We have that all wound up. So I can hit the button on the front, which the button on the front, I can also turn the switch forward to go 1 frame. Now, I'm going to inch it forward 1 frame at a time and feel the inside of this loop. I think that might be good. Seems like it hasn't caught it. Oh, it has. Never mind, it has caught it. That was very easy. Oh, it's already going through. I was feeling the wrong thing. And I feel it through going to the other side. I got this a little tangled up because I didn't have the reel all the way in. Remedy that. Okay, so we have the film going through. It has not quite come out the other side yet, though. So I'm going to feel where it would go. Oh, I feel it. It's coming out. So there we have a little bit of film. Now, I'm going to leave that film there. And I'm going to find the seam inside this. Oh, there we go. So I can take this. There's a little like slit that the film can go into. I'm going to put it down. And I'm going to give myself a little bit more room by holding the front motion button. Nice. Now, whenever you're doing this, run the film very slowly. Like under crank the film speed to like 12 frames per second. That way it doesn't zoom through too fast, and that way it doesn't hurt the film. We are in. So the film is inside of the slit, and it can be now pulled around. Kind of like, sometimes getting this on is a little hard, so I'm going to okay, so these are both on there tight. This reel is full of film. I can feel the film. It goes through here, through the lip former, through here. I'll use my pinky to feel. Yep, I feel it inside there. It's coming out, and it's looped around this. So I'm going to see, I'm going to have my finger on that, so like as that moves around, it'll go around. And then I'm going to hold this. Yep, it's going around. I believe it is set. Now, the actual, I'm going to hold my hands over here so you can see the loop formers, because the thermal, or the infrared is bouncing off of it. Press down this button. That opens up to where now these 2 loops should be freestanding. Yep, I feel them freestanding. So they're kind of like perfectly lined up. So there's a few things that you can move over, which I'm going to make sure they are in the right position. Everything seems fine. Okay, so there we are. And that worked splendidly. Although from now on I'll do it in the dark because that'll be easier. I mean, I'll do it without seeing because thermal camera, it was helpful the first time, but I think it was best just to, more for filming purposes. Like if I didn't have a YouTube channel and I was doing this, I'd probably just do it blind anyway. So yeah, there we have the film in the camera. This is the case, so it evidently opens up like that and the reel pops out. But actually, here's that little plastic insert. It's a little interesting little insert. And that piece of tape was just some like masking tape type stuff. And there we go, that's the empty thing. I'll put the film back into that when I ship it back to Spectra Film and Video. It was only $80 per 100-foot reel, with the development included from Spectra Film and Video, which I think is a pretty good deal. And they seemed really nice when I was emailing them about the order, because I forgot to say like what type of shipping I wanted, so I had to send them an email, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll update your order and stuff like that, so that's pretty nice. And so it even has like a little like sticker on the bottom that has their serial number and stuff like that, so I mail it back, they develop it, and ship it back to me. This is pretty cool. So yeah, now I'm going to have to get, well, I'll take the thermal camera off. So I'm also going to use my camera, or my phone, as a light sensor. So, let's see. So I think if I'm filming this at 24 frames per second, which I can set to 24 frames per second. These can go up to 64 frames per second though. That's pretty freaking cool. I think that is the equivalent of 1/80th of a second at 200 ISO, maybe for this film. I'm going to have to look up to make sure that this film is 200 ISO equivalent. So that means I need to have, at least in this light, I need to have an f-stop of 1.0 or higher. Well, let's get some light on. Do the first shot. .2 if I film at 24 FPS, so it's 1/80th of a second. And that's with these big bulbs going. That's not that much. But, yeah, if we go to half the frames per second, so that would be 2.5 to 2.8. The lowest this goes is 2.8 on the wide angle lens. Then I'll set the film speed to be 12 frames per second, or abouts. So that should give the equivalent of 1/40th of a second film speed. So are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So
keep the viewfinder off?
Yes. Oh no, actually here I'll take that. I'll put it back on. I just took it off for the shot. Closes the viewfinder so light can't come in through the prism and the reflex lens or the reflex viewfinder and spoil the film. So we'll leave that off while we're filming, okay? So after much fiddling around, we're going to film the first clip of just like of the film. So this is just going to be a joke because I want to be in the film, but I also want to have my projector running in the film. Because think about it, how many films do you know of where you have a projector running a film in the film? You know what I mean, Mai?
Right.
So yeah, I'm in the frame, having to stand through these skids because I'm too tall for this whole setup, but I'm going to give you the signal, and then I'll turn on the film, and then I'll give you the signal 20 seconds later, or probably 30 seconds later, because this is going to be filming at 12 FPS, so it'll play back twice the speed. But I had to undercrank the film in order to get even this amount of light to come up. So, go. Oh. You have to hold it in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hold it in. Oh, it's actually out of focus. Darn. I mean, it's not going to be on the film, though, so whatever. Well, that's it. Did it run out?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, that was awesome timing.
Yeah, it was. No, that's why I didn't know if it was on and off.
Yeah.
I thought, actually, is it on and off? Oh, well.
I'm sorry, I totally missed that.
No.
So yeah, I want to film the rest of it outside, so in that case it would be 24 frames per second.
Nice.
But I think with this, even if I don't use the film, it'd be fun. Oh, I just had an idea. With this, I could... Stupid tripod. With this, I could... Turn off the other one. Ugh.
Hot.
Yeah, with this is the same film that Viewmasters use.
Oh, yeah.
We can make our own...
Viewmaster.
We can make our own Viewmaster film. Fuck yeah. Well, guys, me and my mom are going to go film some stuff. Like the rest of the 2 or 3 reels that I got. Or 2 or 3 of the 4 reels that I got. And so yeah, this has been loading a Bolex H16 with 16mm film and shooting a first test shot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. See ya!